Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Wick to the Split. And I'm here with some more boxing. I saw an interview that Canelo did, and Canelo said in the interview, Golovkin is not the most difficult fight of my career. You know what I mean? I've had more difficult fights like Cotto, and stuff like that. Well, first of all, let me tell you something. Canelo is a dumbass idiot, seriously, for thinking this shit. If Canelo thinks that the Golovkin fight is going to be anything like fighting Cotto, like fighting Liam Smith, or like fighting Chavez, a punch-drunk Chavez Jr., or a Erislandy Lara who's going to run from him, or a Mayweather who's going to run from him, if he thinks it's going to be anything like any of those fights, Canelo is a dumbass idiot. Like, seriously. And I'm going to tell you something. There's a difference between a difficult fighter and a dangerous fighter. And that's the thing. Canelo's like, I've had more difficult fights than Golovkin. Canelo said that in the interview. Well, let me tell you the difference between a dangerous fighter and a difficult fighter. A difficult fighter is a fighter like Mayweather. You can't hit him. Okay, he's a magician. Mayweather's a difficult fighter because he's hard to hit. You know what I'm saying? He hits you 10 times, Mayweather, and he's gone. Mayweather is a magician. Mayweather's a difficult fighter to fight. Regan Daux is a difficult fighter to fight. Lomachenko is a difficult fighter to fight. Those are boxers. A difficult fighter is a magician in the ring, like Floyd, like Mayweather. Someone who will hit you and he's gone, and you can't hit him. That's a difficult fighter. A dangerous fighter is a fighter like Golovkin, like Deontay Wilder. Those are dangerous fighters. Those are punchers. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, Canelo has his head up his ass if he thinks that this fight is going to be anything at all like the Cotto fight or like the Chavez fight or any of those fights, the Liam Smith fight. He is in it for a fucking rude awakening. Golovkin will stop Canelo. Eventually, he'll stop him. I don't know what round. I believe he'll stop Canelo in the middle rounds. But he could eventually end up stopping him in the late rounds, I believe. He'll end up stopping Canelo in the late rounds. But, if Canelo could make it that far, I don't think Canelo will get to the late rounds, because I think Golovkin will be all over him. But the thing is, once Canelo gets hit by Golovkin and feels Golovkin's power, Canelo is going to get on his bicycle. It doesn't matter where Golovkin hits Canelo. If Golovkin hits Canelo in his arm or anywhere or his shoulder, Canelo's going to feel it and he's going to be like, holy fuck, this fool can punch. And then Canelo's going to run away. He's going to get on his bicycle and he's going to start to run. But Canelo is going to realize real fast this is different than any fight he's ever been with. You know what I'm saying? He can't run. He could run if he wants. But that's not Canelo's style. Canelo's style is not a hit and run kind of fighter. He's the kind of fighter that is an action fighter. Canelo likes to stand there and trade punches. But in this fight, I believe that Canelo's only chance of winning is he has to run. Because Canelo cannot stand up to Triple G. He just can't. He just can't stand up to him. Trust me, Triple G is going to rip through Canelo's ass. And then if one of the Charlo brothers wants to go up to 160, I think that they would be good. They can go up there and fight Golovkin. But Canelo is going to get blasted out. Easy. You know what I'm saying? The first maybe 3 or 4 rounds, you never know. I could see Canelo winning the first couple of rounds. Because Canelo's faster than Golovkin. His hand speed's better. His foot speed's better. But just as the fight wears on, I believe Golovkin's size and everything will overwhelm Canelo. And eventually he'll stop Canelo. It doesn't matter if it's a body shot or a head shot. But I wouldn't be shocked if both fighters got dropped. Because I do believe Canelo has enough. He's got enough power to get Golovkin's attention. I believe Canelo has enough power to hit Golovkin and be like, and get Golovkin's attention. But I just don't see Canelo going past 7 rounds. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook is faster than Canelo. Kell Brook is a better boxer than Canelo. And again, Kell Brook couldn't even, you know, I mean, he couldn't even, Kell Brook couldn't even outbox Golovkin. And Kell Brook is a better boxer and faster than Canelo. But I'm not saying Kell Brook is a better fighter than Canelo. I'm not saying he's stronger than Canelo. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that. Kell Brook is a better boxer than Canelo. And he's faster than Canelo. And the reason is Kell Brook is a welterweight. So, of course, he's faster than Canelo. He's smaller than him. So, if Kell Brook, who's faster and a better boxer than Canelo, couldn't outbox Golovkin, how is Canelo going to do it? Then that's the thing. The only way I see Canelo winning this fight is if Canelo can outbox Golovkin. That's the only way. That's the only way I see this fight going. That's the only way I see it going, is if Canelo can outbox him. And I can't see it. I just cannot see it. I cannot see Canelo going past 7 rounds. If Canelo can go past 7 rounds, then I eat my words. I'll eat my words. I'm not saying I'm not going to ever do an opinion on boxing again, but I will eat my words, and Canelo shuts me the fuck up if he can get past 7 rounds. But that's just my prediction. I just think Canelo's gonna get stopped in the middle rounds. But like I explained, the difference between a difficult fighter and a dangerous fighter is a difficult fighter is like Mayweather, someone who hits you and they're gone and they're difficult to hit. That's a difficult fighter. A dangerous fighter is like a Golovkin or a Deontay Wilder. You know, those are dangerous fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because they could punch. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. If Canelo thinks that this fight with Golovkin is going to be anything at all, like the Cotto fight or the Liam Smith fight or the Chavez, a punch-drunk Chavez Jr. or a 90-year-old Miguel Cotto or a Erislandy Lara who's going to run from him, or a Mayweather, you know, or a Austin Trout. If you think it's going to be anything like that, trust me, Canelo is in for it. Canelo is really in for it. He's in for a rude awakening. He about to get his shit busted. So, and like I said, I could see it already. Canelo's going to get stopped. You know what I mean? Like, he's just too small. And even Danny Jacobs did an interview, and Danny Jacobs even says, in boxing, size matters, and it does. I mean, if size doesn't matter, you know, somebody forgot to tell that to Kell Brook before Golovkin fucking busted his orbital bone or his eye bone or whatever you call it. Someone forgot to tell that shit to Kell Brook. But, size does matter. Canelo's too small. Golovkin finna rip through his ass real easy. You probably won't hear from Canelo for a while after this fight, because he's gonna get demolished so badly that, you know, Canelo, I really don't see him showing his face. I don't see him showing his face anytime soon, because I think Golovkin's gonna whip his ass so badly. Canelo will not show his face for a while. You know what I mean? You might see him hiding out in Mexico or wherever the fuck that he lives. But Golovkin will be elevated into a superstar. I believe so. Golovkin will be elevated into superstardom after this fight. And I believe that Golovkin deserves it. Because Golovkin, he's one of those fighters that you want to watch. Golovkin's an entertaining fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those fighters that deserves to be recognized. And I realize that the reason Golovkin hasn't become a giant superstar like a Pacquiao or a Mayweather like that is because everyone's scared of Golovkin. So Golovkin has never had his chance at superstardom. But in this fight with Canelo, Golovkin has his chance at superstardom. Because we all know that if Canelo loses to Golovkin, which is I believe he will, if Canelo loses to Golovkin, then that means that Golovkin's going to be a giant star. He'll be elevated into a superstar. I mean, look what happened with Timothy Bradley. Nobody knew who the fuck he was. And then Timothy Bradley beat Pacquiao, and then now look at Timothy Bradley. He's the boxing, star. And this is the fight that is going to catapult Golovkin into superstardom. And Golovkin deserves it. Golovkin deserves it. He deserves it a lot. And I believe that this fight is going to turn out the way that most people think. I think it will be a rock'em sock'em robot kind of fight, like a Hagler Hearns. But in reality, this fight it's up to Canelo if it's going to be like a rock'em sock'em robot kind of fight, because Golovkin will not be running away from him. Golovkin will not be running away from him. He'll be in Canelo's face every second. Every fucking second he'll be in Canelo's face. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here and shoot this video. You guys leave a comment on the bottom, leave a like, subscribe. I just believe Canelo's gonna get murdered. Canelo's gonna get splattered easily. I don't see what he could do in this fight to win. The only thing I could see is just him outboxing Canelo, and Golovkin, and I don't see it. But leave a like, subscribe, guys. I love y'all. Peace.